Dave, what's going on? Good to see you, brother. Here, give me 1 second. I think that your mic might be off here. It might be that or my headphones. Give me 1 second.
I don't know.
Oh, now I got you. There you are. Awesome,
Hey,
bro. How you doing, dude?
I'm doing good, man.
It's
Hey,
good to
I've been
see you.
like, yeah. So,
Tell me, let's hear some progress, dude. How's the last week been?
so I did not land a job, but after last call, like I looked in, made like a list of 60 coaches afterwards. So I posted about 30 there. And then I sent about 10 test videos, so different videos, and none of them got replies. I don't know if it was because Instagram, but like I started doing about 4 to 6 role plays, like 30-minute role plays with the AI I talked to you about.
Mm-hmm.
And then midweek I got sick, right?
Mm-hmm.
I got ill. This is gonna sound like blaming on external circumstances or something like that. But I tried like Gogginsing it out, but David Gogginsing it out, but
Okay. Mm-hmm.
it didn't work. But I get out of bed like my butt is like, go back, go back. It just didn't work. So I feel good today. I woke up about a few hours ago and I want to get back again. I don't think I'll get sick again. So I'm not ashamed of it, but I want to go, like, keep going.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Do you feel that volume, is that all within a day that you're doing that volume or
No, I've found about 30 coaches within one day and then another 30 coaches the other day. And then the next day, I watched about a bunch of videos and then made a script. And then I started reaching out.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So you reached out to
It
60
it takes
total?
like yeah, no. I reached out about 10 in video messages and 10 in like normal messages.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Can you like talk to me about like how your process is with them? So you find them out on your personal Instagram, or is it through TikTok or Facebook?
No, it was from the Facebook ad manager.
Okay. So you find them on
And
Facebook Ad
then,
Manager, like popular people that are on there or people that are running ads currently?
yeah, people that
Okay.
are running ads currently. So for
Is this for
fitness,
the SMMA offer or is this for you closing?
this is for me closing.
This
So
is
this
for
is
you
for like
closing
fit.
for their offer? Okay. So you're reaching out to be a closer for them. Have you gone on any like job boards or anything like that, like closing job boards?
No.
So there's a difference. So there's a big difference between it's like when you go between hot and cold outreach. So I'm guessing that these people that you're reaching out to, they're all cold, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's gonna be a lot harder for them to want something when they're not hungry as well. So like why would they want to eat something if like they're full essentially? That's the big thing. And when you're on different job boards and I'm posting every single week. I posted a job just this week as well too with my friend Bjorn asked for someone that's in US time zones or so. I'm going to be posting another job probably this weekend or so. But you're gonna want to look for people, especially in the job market, and especially as like a closer that like literally need the help and they want the help. You can't like over it's like when you're closing, dude. It's the same thing with the call before that I reviewed of yours. You can't like overcome something if they have no idea that they even need the help in the first place. You can't convince them that they need help and then convince that you're the person that you're able to help them. You don't have enough time to be able to do that. You have like especially when you're closing, when you have like say a 40-minute call or 45-minute call, if they have no idea about what you're selling, like then there's literally no point to like continue in such like that, because if they have no point in what you're selling, then how are they good? You have to convince them on what you're selling and convince them that you're the one to help them, which is a whole other step. So when I was closing for a make money online offer, mainly through Instagram theme pages, whenever I would have someone hop on the call with me, because my old client, he wasn't as well known or well versed at all, but people kind of knew a little bit about how Instagram, like social media pages, kind of worked and such. But if they had no idea about what my client was selling, then I had literally zero chances of closing them because I would have to convince them that what my client is selling works, but then convince them that my client is the one to be able to help them as well too. There's two limiting beliefs that I have to go through, and it's the exact same thing when you're reaching out for different job posts, job markets, and such like that too. And it's all about getting reps up essentially. Too, because you could post another call because you have more than one call recording, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. You can post another one for this week. That's absolutely cool too.
But that was
But
like my third one.
that was your third
And
one. That's it.
I didn't get a thing he said about.
Did you ever talk to him again or no?
Yeah, I talked to him about like 2 weeks. I fixed his ads and then I
Okay, so
spent
you
like the
actually
next week like
okay, so you actually
fixing
went
his
on and
ad
helped
account.
him?
Yeah,
Okay. Did he pay you anything?
no.
No.
I'm
No.
glad he didn't
You're
because
glad he
like
did it? Why?
I mean I blocked his ad account and then I didn't know anything like I didn't know anything about ads or anything like that. So it
Uh-huh.
was the first time
Okay,
I was
you're
inside.
test dummying it and such like that. Okay, you're testing. You're learning for yourself essentially with someone else's account, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, that's fair, dude. You gotta be able to get started with it. But it's like it's a huge headache, mate. It's a huge headache, and then you're trying to do like 18 things at once. That's what you're trying to do as a 16-year-old,
I
trying to
was
do 18
frightened
things at
as well.
once.
So
Yeah.
I spoke with my dad and then I kind of like said him that and I got rid of his Facebook account. I left it and then I told him like, oh, Facebook removed me. And then I never talked to him again.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's not the greatest thing in the world, but you have to live and
Yeah.
learn, I guess. You gotta walk over some what we call like rocks when you're trying to jump over to the other side of the river or other side of the creek. You got to get through, jump on some rocks you're gonna have to step on your way in order to get to the other side. So, yeah, that happens, dude. But right now your focus is only on closing, right?
Yeah.
Not SMA. Okay, that's gonna make life a lot easier for you. So the big thing with like trying to do that type of outreach is you need to get people that are already interested in wanting a closer, in wanting someone that's on their team as well too. And especially since I'm starting to train you right now, you're starting to take that feedback as well too. It was an hour-long review that I did for your video as well. And yeah, man, like that's the big thing is to take a lot of those steps because there's so much information that is in there to be able to utilize as well. You're about 5 to 10% there, dude. You're which is probably about 99% more than what like literally every single 16-year-old out there is, dude. Like to be perfectly honest and frank, 5 to 10% there translates into you already being in the top 99 percentile for people that are 16. There's so many different things that are in there that can come to fruition, but the best thing to do is to go in and to review those calls like I mentioned. Like sometimes you got to kind of buck up a little bit and see how people actually close, and I think it's going to be a huge benefit for you if you go through the 30K call reviews as well. I know it's a little bit steep as well too. If you want to send me a message in like I don't know next like couple days or something like that, if you really want to get into it and really see what they are, I think I can have like I think I can get one of my team members to do a discount for you for it if you really want to do it before this weekend. But yeah, man, like that's the big thing is to actually see how real life closers, how they close the calls and how they deal with those different situations that come up. Exactly what happened on your call too. There's a whole bunch of curveballs that when you're reading off the script, you didn't account for. because you haven't had enough reps. So it's like when you're going up and you're playing baseball, for example, and you've only ever hit fastballs your whole life. Your script is only for fastballs, but then someone throws a curveball at you, or someone throws a knuckleball or something like that, and it's not on the script and you don't know how to react to it. And then you just keep striking out all the time because you're so focused on the script, essentially. The script is good, it gives you the good framework, but you need to have a conversation with someone where it's free flowing, where you're able to kind of see where they're at and be an actual human, essentially, instead of just like bringing them through a process, because people can feel that as well on there. But dude, it's your first like 10 calls, like you're gonna be making lots and lots of mistakes. Like I still make mistakes, and I've done like over 2,000 high ticket closing calls. I still make mistakes as well too, but it's about correcting those mistakes as well. So what I think for yourself, like I mentioned, like the call review videos, I think are going to be a huge, huge benefit for yourself to be able to see like the structuring of the calls, how it works out, and how the flow of those calls work as well. I think they're going to be huge, huge benefit for you. And also at the same time, too, Dave, I really, really believe that when you are, because what videos are you doing for your outreach to these people? Is it like a short 30-second or like a Loom video,
Yeah.
or like what's in it? Like what's kind of the substance of it?
It's like introducing myself, and then I describe the offer, and then I say I'm interested in that, and if you're looking for a closer, please let me know.
Oh, okay, okay. You're kind of just like dingling a little bit, essentially, kind of like teasing and such like that. Okay. Have you had any prior relationship or any type of following with them previously?
No.
No. See, there you go. You're literally just coming in straight cold to people that you have literally no relationship with, and you're trying to sell them on something that they don't even they essentially weren't even asking for it, right? Like literally, like someone's just coming up to you trying to give you French fries when you don't even want French fries. You just want to go walk on the promenade, but someone keeps telling you you need to come buy French fries. Essentially, he's like, no, I don't want, like, why are you even asking me that I want French fries when I'm just here walking on the promenade, essentially. So, yeah, it's about framing and building out relationships. It's the exact same thing as sales. All sales is just about building out relationships at the end of the day, and seeing and like for outreach. If you really want to go the outreach route, dude, you have to hit them on like 3 to 5 different social medias as well, too. You have to hit them on, like, you find out that they're on, say, YouTube, they're on TikTok, they're on Facebook, Instagram, all these places where these guys are. You have to hit them with the same message on 4 to 5 different social media channels. And it's a copy and paste thing that you can do. Do you think that if someone reached out to you on 3 or 4 of your social media platforms, that you would pay attention to them?
Yeah.
Yeah, then someone that just did one, right? If someone just does one, then it's like, whatever, I can ignore it. But if you hit them up on, say, 4 to 5 different social media platforms, they can't really ignore you. But at the same time, too, I wouldn't necessarily do that approach, because you should be doing an approach of getting warm people that are already wanting closers and such like that, too. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to start doing a lot more like job offers, I think, inside of the community, just so that you guys can kind of see a little bit more on like what kind of opportunities that there are out there. Um, but yeah, man, like that's the huge thing. Like you have to know and write down how many hours you can put in, what time zones, all that sort of fun stuff. Do you have something like that written out?
Yeah, I got like a Trello board.
A Trello board? What's it look like? Can you share that or no?
Yeah, I'll share it on the group, I
Yeah.
guess.
Okay, because I saw a little bit of like a Trello board that you have there, but sometimes you can get stuck into the systems though. The best thing to do is just like go out there and literally just apply to almost every single thing, and apply for things that even though you might be unqualified for, who gives a shit at the end of the day? You're buying essentially a lottery ticket. Like someone has to win the lottery at the end of the day. Someone has to pull out the winning number, if it's a fair lottery, essentially. But the big thing is like it's mostly just a volume game and a numbers game. When I hear that you like, hey, I reached out to 60 people and I sent 10 videos, it's not enough volume. Like you can do that in probably 3 to 4 hours, if that. You can probably do that in less than 3 hours. I'm pretty sure you have a pretty good high energy to you. So I think you could do it a lot quicker on there if you want to play a volume game. But I wouldn't even play that game though, dude. I would literally just go on to different job boards and find out like in different sales group and job boards, see what people are posting about and build relationships with people. Don't ask for anything at first. You're gonna probably like with the list that you have, if you really want to work on those offers, build a legitimate relationship with them before asking for something. Deliver value first and don't even ask for anything and get them to kind of ask you like, hey, what are you doing? Hey, I see you commenting on a bunch of these things or whatever. Like, hey, what's up? Like, what got you interested in this page or whatever? They're going to strike the conversation with you, and then that turns them warm instead of you just doing a cold outreach to them. So just comment on a couple things like every single day. You build a relationship. They'll see your name more frequently inside of their feeds, and then they'll think it's weird that you won't say anything for a day. And then they'll think something's wrong,
Okay.
and then they'll reach out to you because they'll think that something's wrong. Like, hey, where's this engagement that I've seen over the last week from Dave? He's giving good value, he's responding to people and stuff like that, and then one day he's just not there or whatnot, or just compliment people on the posts, all that sort of stuff. Like, hey, like this is absolutely amazing, and just don't ask for anything. That's if you want to do the cold approach. But Dave, if you posted the community inside like the Trello board, all that sort of stuff, I have a few groups that I'll be able to share as well for you to hop in and see. And don't necessarily like just be like, hey, I'm here to like close for you. I'm here to do this, this, and this, and this. Give value first. Like comment to be like, hey, this is a really cool offer. Like, hey, I really like this thing that you guys are doing. And literally just don't ask for anything because then you're going to
Okay.
start building out a relationship over the next week. And then once they know who you are, they might strike up the conversation or you can then kind of shift things over a little bit after building out a bit of rapport, some messages back and forth. Then you can kind of jump in there and be like, hey, I really like your guys' offer. Can you tell me a little bit more about the offer? Then they'll explain a little bit more about the offer, all that sort of fun stuff. And dude, you can literally, if you want to post the video that you're sending to people as well too in the community, that'd be excellent because a video like 30 seconds to a minute, it separates like what I mentioned before, 99% of people. Because when you send an actual video of yourself and it's a live video, 30 seconds to a minute, just introducing yourself, all that sort of fun stuff, it separates yourself. It makes you look like an actual human being too. And that humanizes you. It makes you a real person that they can't ignore because humans don't like to make people feel bad, essentially. Even though there's some people that are out there that like just don't give a shit, most humans don't want other people to feel bad or to get a bad image of themselves either. Sometimes people get too busy and they ignore all that sort of stuff, but that's where the follow up, even though I hate that word, I hate following up, but that's where consistency, I like consistency a lot more than follow up, but that's where they'll come back in and be like, hey, you comment on a couple other things, you follow on other posts or so. But you see as well too, when you're inside of those communities, how people present themselves as well. And I'm going to be able to see that through your social media profiles too, like how you present yourself. That's the first thing that someone's going to be able to see from yourself too, when you're doing those types of outreaches as well. Like, is your like when you're doing that outreach, which platform are you using? Is it mainly only Instagram that you're using, or
Yeah.
okay, kid, what's your Instagram at?
Oh, but it's just my personal pictures. I
Here,
guess
let
that was the problem.
Oh, that's gonna be
So,
huge. That's gonna be a huge problem, dude. Like, there's so many different things that can be an outlier and a huge issue on it, as well too. But
it is
here,
N
N, yep,
I
N I, yep,
R
R,
I
Neary, yep,
N
N,
D U
uh-huh,
and Z.
and Z. There we go.
It's my middle name.
Yeah, dude. There you go.
That's a
How?
picture with my mom and my friends. That's all.
Yes. But this first one, you have a picture from you from 23 as well. How old were you in 2023? Like 13 or 14?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, dude. Like I see that. That's the first thing that people end up seeing as well too. Um, And then here, like imagine getting an outreach. Like imagine you're running a multi-million dollar company and you get an outreach and a random message from someone and this is on their feed.
Oh shit.
Like just imagine like you have to have some empathy as well too, and you have to put yourself in their position too. And imagine yourself like you're already running a successful multi-seven figure business. It's about manifestation as well. You're already a multi-seven figure closer. You've already closed $2 million. You've done what I've done. Imagine that. You've already done over $2 million. You're wearing a Rolex day date on your hand as well. Imagine you're doing it. And then you get approached by a 16-year-old and who sends you a video. So you're generally kind of interested because how many people opened up that video?
I think okay, it was 4 or 5 people, and then others they didn't see it because like it goes to their unknown or something like
Yeah,
that, the
requests. It goes to
category.
requests. Dude, messages, when you run a pretty like I don't know if you ran a page with over like five, even 5,000 followers or 10,000 followers. Have you ever ran a page kind of similar to that has over 5, 10,000 followers?
No.
Okay. So just to give you a bit of insight on it, you get fucking inundated with messages, dude, all day long with bullshit messages. And Instagram, especially on the Instagram app, I don't know why it's like this, but it's so hard to find messages from people. It's very, very hard to find them. You have to go into request all, and then you have to go into like unknown requests. There's like 3 or 4 different things you have to actually go in just to be able to see a message from someone new, essentially. So you sent how many videos? You said 10 or 5?
I sent 5 videos, sorry, 10 videos, and 5 of them were seen.
5 of them were, so that's a 50% open rate. That's really good, dude. That's actually really excellent, especially with the profile that you have that I see. That's actually fucking pretty stellar, to be honest, for a kid playing guitar with a Will Smith meme coming out or Will Smith gif or coming out, dude. I wouldn't give it the time of day because that's the first thing that I do when I get messages or so. Because I have people wanting like either job offers from myself or my company as well too. And the first thing I do is I go onto their profile just to see, and I see that the second video is just you playing guitar with like a Will Smith gif, and this guy wants to close for me and represent my company.
Okay.
You have to look at it from their perspective as well too. So that's always a big thing. If you're reaching out to people, you have to clean up your social profiles for it. If you're reaching out and you want to take it very seriously as well too, um, like like what kind of phone do you have?
So I got a Samsung
Hmm.
A50, but
Do
my dad's
you
got like a
Yeah,
spare iPhone.
your dad has an iPhone? Okay. So what
A
I
spare iPhone,
recommend
so iPhone 10.
Okay. Well, dude, you need to get like 3 to 6 new pictures. That's all. If on all social media platforms, it doesn't matter that they're the same, but you need 3 to 6 that look pretty professional. You can keep those other pictures up if they mean something to you. Like even the one with your mom, like that's nice. Like that just shows that you're pretty much like a genuine human as well. But having 3 to 6 pictures of you like with the headset on, essentially. You with a headset on, one of them with the headset on, one of them like you at a restaurant, like something kind of that shows that like, hey, you represent yourself in a high regard so that other people will view you in a high regard as well. Instead of, let me just see. If I just scroll to like, let me just see. Not all those who wander are lost. JR Token, I see that on there. You with your mom. Like, do you want someone, if you're running a multi-seven figure company, do you want someone that looks like this?
Okay.
I don't want to shit on you, dude. This is just honest, truthful advice. Do you want someone like that to represent your company that is going to make over $10,000 a month for you?
No, no.
You have to keep that in the back of your mind as well too. It's the big thing is hard to it's very very hard, especially since you're 16. You haven't been there yet. You have to be able to look at their perspective and see things from their own viewpoint, because when you view it from your own, you are missing a lot of different things that people are seeing. Just these small things that I just mentioned, like me just going on the IG page, for example. Like, did you even know that on your own back end when you're reaching out to people that one of the first things that they do is they go onto your page?
I mean, I didn't like.
Especially since it's a public profile. If you want to keep those pictures up and do a private profile, that's cool. But private profiles, you're going to get a less response rate. as well if you have a private
Yeah. I
profile.
guess I have to create a new one, but
No, you don't have
I
to
didn't
create a
create a
new.
new
No,
one
no, no. You don't
because
have to do any new ones, anything like that. It's just about cleaning it up. That's all. The big thing, that's if you're reaching out to people on the platform. If you're reaching out to people on Instagram, that's going to be an issue because then
yeah.
you're going to see that on the background and stuff. And you have to be able to have that empathy where seeing things from other people's perspectives, literally putting like you're putting their shoes on essentially. So that's a big thing. That's if you're doing outreach on Instagram as well too. And that's a good thing to really kind of keep a note of over the last like week or so. Like a big thing to also look at, especially since you're 16, 17, go back. I don't know if Eman still has posts or whatever from when he was 16, 17 on his IG. Let me see, because I remember that's when I found him. Let me just see Eman's page and scroll 111 posts. Yeah, I think he deleted a lot of them. So for like Eman, for example, what I recommend is you go into his oldest videos. Go in, literally see his oldest videos, see how he represents himself as a 16, 17-year-old. Some of his videos, I think he's even 14 in some of them. See how he presents himself and literally just copy. Not as in like a copy paste, but emulate and see
Right.
like, hey, what's he wearing? How does he present himself? How does he look at the camera? All this sort of stuff. And see some of his display pictures as well too, so that you can get kind of an idea of wow, like it sucks. It really does suck when like I mentioned like, hey, other people's perspectives or things like there it is very important, even though it shouldn't be very important because it's not a representative of yourself and what you've done as your own character. But that doesn't matter to other people. Other people, when they first see you, it's the first impression that counts so much. And their first impression of you is, hey, if they see you like on a headset, your dad took a picture of you with like a headset or something like that, or you just like took like a random video of you talking on like the computer screen and it just runs as like a GIF or whatever, like, hey, this person, it looks like they've actually done some closing. I can see the dates on here as well, too. Like you can go back and see things. And that's one of the big things that Eman's kind of done as well, is that he's been able to utilize time to his advantage because he posted things back when he was 15, 16, 17 years old, and he never took it down other than his Instagram, he took things down, but that's a whole different game. But his YouTube, he never took it down because that's the branding image of like seeing where things got started and where it's going to go. So people have a frame of reference to go back to and they can see the dates because it's timestamps that are in there. So that's the big thing as well. If you want to be a fucking closer, bro, you have to start acting like a closer as well. You got to start representing yourself as that person. You're not necessarily the 16-year-old Dave who goes to high school. You're still the 16-year-old Dave, but now you're a high ticket closer Dave. You're a Dave that you see yourself making $10,000 a month, 20,000, even reaching over 50 to $100,000 a month closing. That's where you envision yourself. You have to see that as the reality for yourself and then picture what would that Dave do? Not the Dave of today. What would that Dave do in the future? How would the Dave that makes 10K a month represent himself on social media? If you're doing outreach on Instagram, how would that Dave represent himself? Would I be doing bathroom selfies with all my 15-year-old, 16-year-old friends? Would a $10,000 per month closer be doing that? You have to be thinking about a lot of these things if you want that to be your lifestyle. If you want to live that complete remote lifestyle, making 5 figures a month, growing all the way to 6 figures a month as well, you have to picture yourself as that as well too. So the big thing that I want to see for yourself for this week is, yeah, you can clean up those profiles. See, like you can run some ideas as well too inside the community. Laszlo, who's a great resource, he just joined this last week. He's a huge beauty. I would comment on his page and essentially or comment on his post and ask him like, "Hey, dude, like I saw like," and ask him for his Instagram page and literally get in a conversation with Laszlo. He literally started from scratch with his social media profile and he wants to start becoming closer. He's a great setter. We've made good money together, both Laszlo and I, with him setting on a previous offer that I worked on. And he's a great person to get in touch with learning how to represent yourself in a higher way. And ever since that clicked with him, Dave, then his Instagram following has gone up astronomically, but even his reputation has gone up in a lot of the different communities that he's in just because of the way that he changed his Instagram feed from looking a little bit more like, oh, playful with his friends, joking around, to looking a lot more professional as well, especially if you're doing outreaches just on Instagram, for example. So that's the thing. So, big thing for you, post in the community, post that video outreach because dude, you're getting a 50% open rate with a video for cold outreach. That's fucking phenomenal. Like that's actually phenomenal with the amount of hoops and barrels that Instagram does. Like give yourself a pat on the back. Like your videos or how you're framing that already is already really, really good. But you are selling people that want to walk on the beach who French fries. All they want to do is walk on the beach,
Gotcha.
but you're selling them French fries and they don't want the French fries because they just want to walk on the beach, essentially. So clean up the profiles, post that video inside of the community, but also I'm going to post some communities like closer communities as well. And job boards that you're going to be able to see, and so that you can see some offers and all that sort of stuff and what people are looking for. And then the big thing when you're in those communities is to drive value, but also at the same time, have a look at some of the people that are commenting on the job offers. See what their profiles look like and whether or not they get a response. If their profiles are clean and they have like a really, really good either pictures, videos, or like a nice social media presence, they're going to get answered to much, much faster than someone that just doesn't either, because then it just kind of looks like, it's a spam account, or, oh, there's no point for me to be able to answer it. Perception is everything. Even though I hate it, personally, I fucking hate it, but people do treat you differently when you have a higher perception, both either social outwards and such like that. Even though I fucking hate it as well, but that's just the thing. You have to represent yourself like you're already making $10,000 a month, 20,000, $100,000 a month. That's how you're supposed to represent yourself. All right. Did you have any other further questions for me, Dave, on the three things to be able to work on for this week? Because, dude, I want to fucking see you land an offer in the next month. In the next month, I want to see you fucking already on an offer. So started last week, so we have about 3 weeks left before I want to see you like already going through interviews, and I want to see you already progressing to get there further. So did you have any questions for me?
Yeah, I mean, you told me before that I'm at like 5 to 10%. So except for like outreach and cleaning up those profiles and going on comments and building relationships and all that, and except for that, and also training, like is there anything that I could do to like
Post feedback in the community. Exactly what you did with the reviews as well too. Because Ethan, who's like one of the top students that are already inside of the community, I helped that kid get to $10,000 a month, literally from scratch. Like he's $10,000 a month setting, and he's transitioning into closing. Dude, he got so much value from watching you close and seeing the review of the close as well too, that he's about to hop onto his first call this week with someone that
that
wants like,
call was review was amazing.
I appreciate
I
that. Pardon?
no, go on.
Yeah,
It's just
no, all good, man.
my
And pretty much like he got a lot of value from it, and he's going to be hopping on to he's selling. I think he wants to sell like a language program or something like that. He hasn't been very specific with me on it, but he wants to sell like a language program, and he's getting someone on a call. I think literally either today or tomorrow for it, and said that there was such huge amount of value of seeing how you were able to do it because as a 16-year-old, because he's 30, 31, and he's still too scared to hop on the calls. That's why he sets, because he doesn't like to get on the calls, talk to people or whatever. But that's because he doesn't want to do the reps. And I told him, you got to do the reps. You got to get people on calls. You got to talk to people and such like that. You're going to fuck up. It's inevitable. You're going to fuck up. Like I still fuck up to this day all the time, but it's about correcting that and learning from your mistakes so that you don't repeat them in the future as well. Or not even learning from your own mistakes, learning from other people's mistakes. That's almost better. If you learn from other people's mistakes, then you don't waste as much time, right?
yeah.
Yeah, and that's the whole point of the 30K call reviews. That's the whole point of that program that's inside of the classroom, is because you get to
Yeah.
see me
I guess I'll
review
try
those
that
calls
too.
exactly how I reviewed your call. But dude, there is like some of them are over 4 hours long. that are in there, and it's reviewing myself and my own calls that closed. So even calls that I closed, there's still feedback that I
So
give
they're like your
myself.
closest?
They're all my closes due. Every single one of them. There's $30,000 worth of closes that are in there. Literally, anyone that can use that information can make $30,000 for themselves in literally a couple months if they have a steady flow of calls coming in as well. If they're working an offer or they're doing their own offer, it's literally $30,000 worth of closes that are inside there that you watch me do and how I handle it, and then you get to see my review of it and what I could have done differently to make even more money from it. Because there's some closes that are in there, and I'm like, I could have closed them for higher. I could have closed them for more. I could have gotten more of a pay in full up front instead of dividing things into split payments. I should have been harder on them for this thing or that thing, or I should have phrased my words a little bit differently, that which could have gotten a different outcome as well too. So yeah, man, it's all about getting those reps going. And also, dude, if you want to post a video and recording of like you talking to the AI going back and forth or so with like closing, I don't know if it's like 25 minutes or 30 minutes. I recommend posting that too, but post another call inside the community as well. Ethan got a ton of value for it, even though he never mentioned it to you personally, but he told me he got a ton of value from it as well, just learning and seeing how you do it and such like that. And he was saying like he studies over 10 languages and he's fluent in 10 languages, and he didn't even understand what your prospect was saying. He had no idea what he was even saying to you. And I was like, yeah, dude, like I have no idea what he was saying either. But yeah, man, that's the big thing, and is to continue to get and hammer in and just not be scared. Be very fearless as well. Because if you're fearless, then nothing's going to stop you at the end of the day. If you're fearless, if you come from a state of fear, you're not going to post things. You're not going to want reviews. You're not going to want any of this. And you're not going to want to improve yourself because you're too scared to improve. When you're fearless, you don't give a shit. You want to be able to make as much as you want. You want to be able to make as much as you know that you deserve as well too. Because Dave, you need to envision yourself. You're already a $10,000 per month closer. So you need to start acting like a $10,000 per month closer and how they operate themselves too. But yeah, man, I think that's like, yeah, I think that we've gone around
Yeah.
almost 40 minutes or so. But yeah, dude, I love that you're tuning in, man. This is a part of it, dude. Literally, this is a part of it where you're putting in the work right now. This is a part of putting in the work, listening, and then right now, I want you to already start posting inside of the community a bit more, getting more feedback as well, and reach out to Laszlo as well on those posts too, and see what his Instagram page is like as well.
Absolutely. Have a good one.
Awesome, bro. Have a good one as well, too. Fucking slay this week.